the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Dragon Ball friends. I, your host, Samcan, is back, and today we're going to be talking about episode 12 of Anime War. More specifically, I wanted to highlight Zeno's final form that was realized in the most recent episode of Anime War. It really was a shocking moment for me. I never could have imagined this kind of scenario. Maybe somewhere out there this fan idea existed, but I never personally stumbled upon it, nor could it have ever crossed my mind that the two guards could be an extension of Zeno's power, and once they were to hand over the power that they possessed to Zeno, Zeno would in fact undergo through this impressive transformation that honestly he looks more so than Spider-Man, if anything else, other than a Dragon Ball fighter. But it's so impressive. Those lights that surround his body seems like he's the universe himself or something like that. It's very exciting and very intriguing. A different design and a very unique idea, I will say. Having two of the most powerful fighters in the multiverse, those two beings, the guards. I guess Zeno wanted to split up his power to where there are two more fighters out there that can protect the cosmos. But if he so ever needed to battle someone that would be so superior, so incredibly powerful, he would be forced to undergo this fusion to in fact summon his ultimate power. But one can only assume that since this is a concept that Jake introduced, I can only begin to imagine that this is not a power that Zeno normally has to summon to battle someone. This is an exception. This is a very, very rare case that Zeno has got to, in fact, unite with the guards and unleash this form. Now, in episode 12, we got a bit of an idea of what Lord of Everything is capable of doing in his final ascension. It is somewhat spectacular to see this guy in motion, especially in episode 12. It was just breathtaking. The moment that he transformed, the episode didn't just hit a pinnacle. It felt like really opened up a new horizon for the future of Dragon Ball. It ultimately did. Now, I did say in my review that I would not want by any means for Dragon Ball to get this crazy anytime soon, but if it just so ever happens at some point in the future for a battle like this to go down, I wouldn't be against it. But before we continue though, make sure you guys to go down there and you smash, destroy, Hakai the thumbs up button. It's going to ascend into a Super Saiyajin Boo-Doo-Doo. I'd love the support. I'd appreciate it a lot. Also, don't forget to share your thoughts down at the comment section. Let me know how you felt about this moment in the episode and Zeno realizing his ultimate potential. I'd love to see your reaction, so by all means, express yourself and voice your opinion. I want you guys to communicate with me, so the only way to do that is to leave your messages, your comments down there. Last but not least, make sure to subscribe and punch that notification bell right in the face. That's the only way to stay up to date with the content, whether that is a stream or a video. But on that note, and without any further ado, let us continue talking about this incredible, exceptionally, beautifully power. Now, I will say that with the level of power that Zeno now possesses, it would probably be impossible for anybody out there to pinpoint just power-wise how strong Zeno stands right now. It is impossible to fathom his strength. These two beings, I'm talking about both Zeno and Archon, have gone to a point that it's beyond our imagination. I mean, we all know it's a fan animation, so a lot of the time power scaling is probably impossible, but you guys all can see what, like, the feats that now Zeno is capable of performing. We have never even come close to seeing anything that resembles the level of strength and just overall performance that Zeno is able to do right now. Like, I can hardly believe my eyes. I can honestly go back and watch that scene again and again in episode 12. I think no matter how many times I see it, it's never gonna be enough for me to digest exactly what happened. But hear me out, I'm gonna explain a little bit something at this point. So, Zeno, as soon as he fused, we realized at the ending of the episode that at that state, like, ultimate Omni God Zeno possesses the Ultra Instinct power. So when he touches Archon, he moved so fast that probably nobody was able to depict his movements, but Archon was able to tell that he can utilize Ultra Instinct. This is a fighter that is worthy of him summoning Ultra Instinct as well. And this happened at the ending of the episode, and that is the cliffhanger of episode 12. Ultimately, which, goodness gracious, Archon was hiding another trick up his sleeve. He can use Ultra Instinct on top of this monstrous fusion. Like, that is nuts, man. That is incredible. I don't know that Omni King might have some trouble right now. If this guy can also use Ultra Instinct, this battle could just at the snap of a finger change drastically. We might see a different dynamic once Archon also utilizes Ultra Instinct. I do not know that he's more powerful than Zeno, but I do believe that with Ultra Instinct, he might just be his equal. We will see. I have not seen episode 13 to be able to tell you guys, but from what I can understand, this is going to be a very, very intense fight. That much I can guarantee. Now here's a scene that's worth discussing. When Zeno actually realized his final form, he used a really interesting technique. I've never seen anything that resembles that technique ever in my life personally, and I've seen other shows, I've seen animated movies. I don't recall ever seeing anything that quite looks like that. So Zeno, using, I suppose, Ultra Instinct, just immediately at a snap of a finger appears in front of Archon. Archon doesn't even have the time that's required to react. That's how fast he moved. He wasn't even able to understand what was happening. So he puts his hand on top of his body and he says, "Mighty Pulse." He didn't even punch him. He just touched him. We didn't even see a punch. We only saw contact. And that hit that he performed, I don't even know what it was. He just pushed him or something. I don't know what exactly is it that happened, but the impact was so dang powerful that sent him flying to the sun. I'm not even joking, guys. If you haven't seen the episode, boy oh boy, you're missing out on greatness. I promise you guys should go out there and watch this thing. I can easily picture this scene with the Ultra Instinct theme like playing in the background. I feel like that would be such a soothing song to play for that sequence. Don't you guys agree with me? I feel like that would be the perfect song choice. That would just be sweet, beautiful. Because I do recall seeing Goku snapping in episode 130, where Shida comes in and animates this very huge scene where Goku is very mad at Jiren trying to destroy his loved ones and basically try to kill them with one blow, and then Goku just is going ballistic and then attacks Jiren like never before with much rage inside him. And then the punch that collides, you have the Ultra Instinct theme playing, rocks are basically crumbling, everything is falling apart, and I feel like that would be the perfect song choice for that scene. But that would probably be a Jake would have a copyright issue or something, but I might just go back and replay that scene with the Ultra Instinct music behind it. I think it will give me the chills for sure, but that's just on a side note. But yeah, what an unbelievable technique that was, and if that wasn't enough, Zeno can manipulate time and space, so he was able to form a line of planets that were not even supposed to be there to block the way, to make the attack all the more impactful. So until the moment that Archon lands in the sun, which Lord only knows how he survived that one. He had already taken a tremendous amount of punishment by being driven through probably dozens of planets until his arrival to the sun, and somehow he was able to survive. Yet again, go figure. I mean, he was supposed to survive, but that's just insane. How was he able to survive that kind of temperature that lies in the sun? Like, it's impossible for anybody to survive that, I think, aside from Superman, probably, unless our Archon now has become Superman. I don't know. I'm kidding. But that is my overall video. I wanted to dedicate an entire recording session to where I talk about this transformation. Overall, I've never seen anything like this. I don't know that Dragon Ball is ever in the future going to get this intense. I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't happen anytime soon, and if they're planning to do something like this, it should only be like once every now and then. You can't have that be in a regular basis. Then Dragon Ball is just not gonna be the same anymore, you know. It's just gonna turn into this really, like, Goku wouldn't even have to try. Like, if you touch someone and you can send them to the sun like that, that's just too much to digest, you know. But for a fan-made attempt, it is, my goodness, out of this world, may I say. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that I would not want to see this ever. I would love to see it at some point. It's just, it's not something, like, what I'm trying to say here is that I do not want a Dragon Ball to turn like this, you know, every episode. I don't think anybody would want that. We want to see the struggle, you know. But we might just see that in episode 13. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the video. If you did, make certain to leave a thumbs up on your way out. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe and punch that notification bell right in the face. And on that note, I am Samkan signing off here. Ciao. Adios. Goodbye.